What's going on everyone, this is Damien from Lore Seekers and today I have a rules video for you. This is something that we'll be doing every Tuesday because hey, every video is someone's first video and every game of Lorcana is someone's first game. And of course there's gonna be questions, especially when a new set is out. So I found some questions, got some answers for you, and yeah, let's go over some of possible ruling scenarios which you might encounter during your games of Lorcana. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with a breakdown. So today I'm answering some rules questions. We'll focus primarily on the new cards from Shimmering Skies. I have 6 questions prepared for today, and before we wrap up the video I'm going to show you where you can find more answers. Let's go. Question 1. If you play this Anna card and your opponent has no ready characters, can they choose an exerted character? No, they can't. So here is why. Anna's ability is Growing Powers. When you play this character, each opponent chooses and exerts one of their ready characters. That is the key word. Ready characters. So Anna's effect specifies that your opponent must exert one of their ready characters. Needs to be specifically a ready one. So it still goes through Warp, which would be huge if Bucky was still a thing, because you can make your opponent exert a character with Ward, but it needs to be a ready character basically. So no, they can't exert an already exerted character. Question number 2. If you use Robin Hood's effect and you reveal Revive, can you play Revive to get back a character which was discarded with Robin Hood's effect? Yes, you can. This is awesome. So Robin Hood's ability is, whenever this character quests, look at top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal an action card which costs 6 or less and play it for free. Put the rest in your discard. So the reason why you can do this is because you always resolve the ability first before playing cards as a part of the ability's effect, which means that you will discard cards first and then you will play Revive. So this can create some very neat combos with Revive, and I'm pretty sure that some of you are already brewing possibilities. This one is fitting because we just talked about Emerald Steel in the last 2 videos. So question 3. If you have an exerted Diablo in play and your opponent plays Remember Who You Are to draw, let's say, 5 cards, will Diablo draw you 5 cards? No, you won't. You will just draw a single card. Here is Diablo's ability. During each opponent's turn, whenever they draw a card while this character is exerted, you may draw a card. Singular, 1 card. Triggered abilities resolve only once at an appropriate time. So Diablo's ability triggers only once when your opponent uses Remember Who You Are to draw multiple cards, and it triggers when the first card is drawn. And that's it. It's not you may draw a card for each card drawn. If it was for each, you would be able to draw more. But this is just you may draw 1. Doesn't matter how many cards your opponent draws. Question 4. If you use Chromicon to remove 1 damage from multiple characters, will Rapunzel draw you a card for each of those characters? Yes, you will draw for each of those characters. Rapunzel's ability is Let Your Power Shine. Whenever you remove 1 or more damage from one of your characters, you may draw a card. So her effect triggers each time at least 1 damage is removed from one of your characters. So if you remove more than 2+ damage from one of your characters, you will draw 1. But for each specific instance of removing from a different character, you get to draw a card. So if you have 5 characters with 5 damage counters on them and you remove those counters, you will draw 5. But if you have 1 character with 5 damage counters on him, you will draw 1. Question number 5. If your opponent plays Be Prepared to banish all of your characters, can you use Emerald Chromicon to save one of your characters? No, you can't, and here is why. The ability is Emerald Light. During your opponent's turn, whenever one of your characters is banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. Emerald Chromicon won't start to resolve until Be Prepared resolves first. So first, everything will get banished, and then your ability to bounce something back will trigger. However, because everything just got banished at the same time, there is nothing to bounce back. So all of your characters will get banished and you won't have anything to return to hand. And the final question, if Anna is revealed on your opponent's turn by Mufasa's effect and you play her, can you still pay 2 ink to get her effect? Yes you can. So her ability is Royal Resolution. When you play this character, you may pay 2 to choose one. Each opponent chooses and discards a card, chosen character gets +2 strength this turn, or banish chosen damaged character. However, this effect is an optional additional cost, and it isn't limited to playing Anna on your turn only. It just says when you play this character. It's not when you play this character during your turn. So if you play her during your opponent's turn, you can still pay the optional additional cost to get her ability. Before we end the video, let's quickly jump into the summary. Now you know the rulings for some possible scenarios that you might run into. If you have any additional rules questions, please check the official Discord, link is in the description below. It's a great resource for finding answers. That's where I found answers to these questions. So go and check out the official Discord. You can probably find questions for your answers there, and if not, feel free to just type in your questions. Someone will probably jump in, very likely, and help you out. So we'll try to do one of these videos each week on Tuesday, let's say on Tuesday, if we find enough questions. And I hope all of these answers were at least somewhat helpful to you. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, was this video helpful to you? Have I managed to answer some of your questions? Would you like to see these types of videos each week? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, please share the video. It helps out other players. And if you wish to do so, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Help us out and stay tuned for daily Lorcana content. This has been Damien from Lore Seekers, and I'll see all of you in the next video.